Nordson Corporation is proud to continue to invest in educational opportunities through our sponsorship of Academic Challenge. Nordson is a global leader in precision technology solutions with a long and proud history of giving back to the communities where we live and work. To date, Nordson and the Nordson Corporation Foundation have donated nearly $173 million to charities, awarded $7.5 million in scholarships, and our employees have logged more than 117,000 volunteer hours. Thank you for watching Academic Challenge. Best of luck to all the participants.
All right, let's go. Teams from
Firelands, Kirtland,
Streetsboro
are here this morning for the Nordson Academic Challenge. Yeah. All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Nordson Academic Challenge. I'm your host, Rob Powers. Thanks so much for being with us. Here's the challenge. For the next 30 minutes, our teams will be tested on their knowledge of subjects like math, science, history, and a few others as well. One more time, let's hear it for our three schools, Firelands, Kirtland, and Streetsboro. The winner today will be the team with the highest point total at the end of our 5 rounds. Here's the leaderboard right now after week 1. The 3 highest scoring teams this season will be right back here to play in our championship game, try to win the grand prize of $6,000 for their school, awarded by our friends at Nordson. So let's get going. Here's where we start. It's the lightning round. All 3 teams compete in this round. I'll ask 10 questions. They have a common theme. We award 20 points for a correct answer. We take away 20 points for an incorrect or no answer. Just for nothing, let's start everybody with 100 points. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
In our opening round, all the answers here begin with the letters M-A, as in man, M-A. Plymouth Rock is located in this state. Kirtland.
Massachusetts.
That is correct. This type of tree is on the Canadian flag. Streetsboro.
Maple.
That is correct. This French river was the site of 2 World War I battles. Firelands.
Marne.
Yes, it is. This disease is spread by the Anopheles.
Malaria. Malaria.
That is correct. This was the name of the project to build the first atomic bomb. Kirtland.
Manhattan Project.
That is correct. This is the term for a female horse. Streetsboro.
Mare.
That is correct. Winnipeg is the capital of this Canadian province. Firelands.
Manitoba.
That is correct. This is the capital of the Philippines. Kirtland.
Manila.
That is correct. This region of the earth is between the crust and the core. Firelands.
Mantle.
That is correct. Joining us for our final lightning round question today, Nordson's own senior specialist of talent acquisition, it's Brandy Kessler.
Nordson is known for manufacturing advanced technology, such as that required to reach what trench that is the deepest part of the Pacific Ocean?
Firelands.
Mariana.
That is correct. What a round. There we go. That's the way to start the game. We'll be back with a big second round right after this quick timeout. Welcome back to the Nordson Academic Challenge. If you'd like more information about any of the schools that appeared this season, scan that QR code at the top right-hand corner of your screen with your cell phone. That code takes you to the news5cleveland.com Academic Challenge page. We have links for all of this season's schools right there for you. Okay, time now for us to play Hot Picks. One at a time, I'll ask each team 8 questions selected by the captain of another team. The correct answer here is worth 20 points. There's no penalty for a wrong answer. Any team answering all 8 questions correctly will receive 25 bonus points. Before we get to the questions, let's meet our teams. We start with Firelands. We start with Nathan. You're the captain. Congratulations on that. Tell us about yourself.
I'm Nathan. I'm the clarinet section leader in my school's band and a member of Student Advocates for Equality.
Fantastic. Great to have you here. Hi, Brody. Tell us about yourself.
My name is Brody, and I'm in cross country, and I like playing and listening to music.
Welcome this morning. Russell, you are up.
I'm Russell. I'm a member of our school's honors choir, as well as the 7th of 8 children.
Really? I'm the 7th of 7. Just a little fun fact. All right, for your questions, Fireland, let's go over to Kirtland's captain, Charlie. Charlie, you have an open board. 1, 2, 3, or 4?
2.
You got it. All right, Firelands, these are all for you. All set? Here we go. Makeup artists would have been out of a job in ancient Greece, where actors covered their faces with what disguises now linked with Halloween?
Mask?
Of course it is. An entity 147 times more massive than the sun was created 7 billion years ago following the collision of what kind of objects so dense that not even light could escape their gravitational pull?
Black hole.
That is correct. One of the first widespread computer viruses was named for what Italian artist who painted the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel? Answer is Michelangelo. That's right. Let's go to the monitor. Okay. Here is your science question. The type of bacteria that is spherical or ball-shaped is called which of these?
Caucus?
That is correct. Because of all of those present at his burial were executed, nobody ever found the grave of what Mongol conqueror who died in 1227?
Genghis Khan?
That is correct. Although he was a prolific writer, the only book for which Jonathan Swift was paid was what satire in which he created the land of Lilliput? Answer is Gulliver's Travels. Back to the monitor, here's your math question. What is the area of this trapezoid if the altitude is 6? Answer is 36. Sorry about that. Following a route charted by Bartholomew Diaz, what Portuguese explorer sailed around Africa and became the first European to reach India by sea? Answer is Vasco da Gama. Nice round, Firelands. Good job. Okay. Our second team today comes to us from Kirtland. Welcome to all three of you. Charlie, you're the captain. Tell us about yourself.
I'm Charlie. I'm in 12th grade. I play soccer and tennis, and I'm in NHS and Key Club.
There you go, and you're the captain of your team. There you go. All right, Julian, tell us about yourself.
I'm Julian. I'm a junior. I play tennis, and I'm in Key Club.
Welcome this morning. Corbin, you are up.
I'm Corbin. I'm a senior at Kirtland. I play soccer and tennis. I am the treasurer at Key Club.
All three of you, welcome to Kirtland. For your questions, we go to Streetsboro's Captain Allison. Allison, envelope 1, 3, or 4?
3.
You got it. All right, Kirtland, these are all for you. All set? Here we go. The Chinese have announced plans to build a research station at the South Pole, not on Earth, but on what satellite? 240,000 miles away.
The moon?
That is correct. Had there been a United Nations during the Peloponnesian War, it might have mediated between Athens and what militaristic city-state?
Carthage?
Sparta. Sparta's the answer there. You can eat a burger in Clarksburg, Parkersburg, or Martinsburg in what Appalachian state whose capital is Charleston?
West Virginia.
That is correct. Let's go to the monitor. Here is your science question. A cubic foot of space will hold 62.4 pounds of water at 20 degrees Celsius. Will a cubic foot of ice weigh the same, more, or less?
Less.
That is correct. General Enoch Poor did not make a poor showing at what 1777 upstate New York battle that was a turning point of the Revolutionary War?
Saratoga.
That is correct. With the simple words, our present story is ended, what Russian author ended his novel, Crime and Punishment?
Tolstoy.
Dostoevsky. Sorry about that. Let's go back to the monitor. Here's your math question. Perform the indicated operation, giving your answer as a positive integer.
12.
Yes, it is. The coast of Guatemala was explored in 1528 by what same Spaniard who, 13 years later, was the first European to see the Mississippi River?
I don't know.
Answer? Is DeSoto. DeSoto. Nice round, Kirtland. Good job. All righty. And that takes us to Streetsboro. Welcome to all three of you. Allison, let's start with you. Tell us about yourself.
I'm Allison. I'm a senior, and I'm class and band president.
There you go. Welcome this morning. Hi, Hazel.
Hello. I'm a senior, and I am part of the marching band and golf team.
Welcome this morning. Teresa, wrap things up.
Hi, I'm Teresa. I'm a junior, and I'm part of the marching band and student council.
All of you, welcome this morning. Thanks for being here. For your question, Streetsboro, Firelands Captain Nathan, we're down to 1 or 4?
We're going to pick number 1.
You got it. All right, Streetsboro, these are all for you. All set? Here we go. Although world leaders sometimes meet in stormy sessions, 4 American presidents meet peacefully and perpetually on what South Dakota mountain?
Mount Rushmore.
That is correct. In 1800, there were just 30 houses and a church in a sun-baked settlement that is now what California city with the largest population?
Los Angeles.
That is correct. A stamp issued in 1991 pictured the Viking orbiter as it approached what red planet where NASA's Perseverance rover landed in 2021?
Mars.
That is correct. Let's go to the monitor. Here's your science question. To make galvanized iron, the iron is cleaned and then coated with a thin layer of which of these metals?
Nickel.
Zinc. Zinc is the answer there, sorry. Though it took 18 years to complete, Emperor Shah Jahan must have been pleased with what magnificent memorial in Agra, India, built for Jahan's late wife?
Taj Mahal.
That is correct. The Boston Tea Party was held exactly 2 years before the birth of what English novelist, whose characters drink a lot of tea in Pride and Prejudice?
Jane Austen.
That is correct. Back to the monitor. Here's your math question. We ask you to solve for x.
3.
That is correct. Long extinct in North America, horses were reintroduced here by what Spanish conquistador who used them to help conquer the Aztecs?
Cortez.
Cortez is right. There you go. That's the end of that round. Oh, my goodness. We are tight. We'll be back with more academic excitement right after this.
Stream.
Welcome back to the big show. Today's guest judge from Cuyahoga Community College, Dr. Kit Kurtz. Dr. Kurtz, an adjunct faculty member. We sure do appreciate you joining us this season. Thank you so much for being here. Great to see you. All right, for the rest of us, it is time for the Picture Perfect round. All 3 teams compete in this round. I ask 8 questions. Every one of them has a visual element. For every correct answer, we give you 20 points. But for a wrong answer or no answer, we will take away 20 points. So hands on the buzzers, eyes on the big monitor down front. All set? Here we go. You'd have to go to California to see what national park, Kirtland.
Yosemite.
That is correct. Warm garments were a necessity for what polar explorer who, with Matthew Henson, reached the North Pole in 1909? Answer is Robert Peary. In this painting, a woman is gathering what flowers? Now the official flower of the United States. Answer? Those were roses. Evaluate this expression, giving your answer as a positive integer. Kirtland.
12.
That is correct. Artist William Chase painted this scene of Wash Day in Brooklyn in what year that saw the first election of William McKinley as president? Streetsboro?
1820.
1896 is the answer there, sorry. This is one of the kinder things Tchaikovsky had to say about the music of what German composer who wrote 4 symphonies and a noted lullaby? Answer is Brahms. Brahms. Alligators spend much of their time basking in the sun since they are cold-blooded members of what class of animals? Kirtland.
Reptile.
That is correct. It looks like a great day to read a book from your local library, as shown on the cover of this edition of Cleveland Magazine, but it was not a great day for which famous ancient library when Julius Caesar's troops besieged Egypt in Kirtland?
Alexandria.
That is correct, and that's the end of that round. That was another good one. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be back and mix it up right after this.
4:30.
Hey, welcome back. Let's say hello to today's school advisors from Firelands. It's Kelly Miller from Kirtland. Mariah Duncan's here this morning. And from Streetsboro, Lori Thompson. Thank you so much for getting the kids here, for everything you do all year long. Time for us now to mix it up. One at a time, I ask each team 6 questions. The correct response here is worth 20 points. No penalty for a wrong answer. Any team answering all 6 questions correctly in this round will receive 25 bonus points. Firelands, you're up first. Ready to roll? Here we go. Before you eat, see if you can find in this phrase the hidden name of what measurement system that includes kilograms and centimeters.
Metric?
Yes, it is. There it is. If a person made derogatory remarks about someone, which of these words would most appropriately describe those remarks?
Unflattering.
That is correct. To complete this biting observation from playwright August Strindberg, place in the blank the word for what canine animal?
Wolves?
Dogs. Dogs, the answer there. Rearrange these letters, and you can name what Paris prison that a mob stormed at the start of the French Revolution. Answer is Bastille. Bastille. Choice. Which of these words names the Athenian hill on which the Parthenon stands?
Acropolis.
That is correct. This was the explanation of what colonial statesman who found 100 ways to get it right as an inventor, diplomat, and publisher of Poor Richard's Almanac.
Benjamin Franklin?
That is correct. Good round, Firelands. Nice job. Okay, Kirtland, it's your turn. All set? Here we go. Instead of getting angry, see if you can find in this phrase the element, a non-metal with atomic number 16.
Sulfur.
That is correct. A person who is very self-satisfied can best be described as which of these?
Complacent.
That is correct. You can complete this quotation from Napoleon by adding what word that precedes hallelujah in the battle hymn of the Republic?
Glory.
Glory is correct. You will commit no sins if you rearrange these letters to name what German mercenaries who fought for England during the American Revolution.
Hessians.
That is correct. After the Battle of Gettysburg, the North adopted a war policy named for which of these creatures which squeezes its victims to death?
Anaconda.
That is correct. That was big. This is for the bonus points. This was the assessment of what man who himself invented the telephone?
Alexander Graham Bell.
Alexander Graham Bell is correct for the bonus points. There you go. All right. Streetsboro, it's that easy. Ready to roll? Here we go. You can avoid scorn by finding the hidden name of what part of the eye that is frequently transplanted.
Cornea.
That is correct. Which of these words would best describe a person who is always doubting and questioning?
Skeptical.
That is correct. To complete the motto of West Point, add what word that is a synonym for nation?
Country.
That is correct. I'm sure you would prefer to rearrange these letters to name what West Virginia town that was the target of John Brown's 1859 raid? Answer?
Sherman's Ferry.
Harper's Ferry is the answer. Sorry about that. Of these three Indian groups, which one lives in the Andes Mountains and is largely descended from the Incas? Answer?
Kacheka.
Quechua, yes.
Quechua,
yes,
yeah.
Quechua, yes. A tourist asked this question of a guide at what large national park established in southern Florida in 1934? Answer?
Key West.
The Everglades, the Everglades. No worries, good round. Great round from everybody. And that's the end of that one. We'll be back with our final and deciding grab bag round right after this. All right, let's get right back into the game now. This is the grab bag round. All three teams compete in this round. I ask as many questions as time allows. Every correct answer here is worth 30 points, but you will lose 30 points for a wrong answer or no answer. Again, this is for all three teams. Hands on the buzzers, eyes on the monitor when we need it. Set, here we go. The animated movie Fly Me to the Moon was about insects aboard what number Apollo flight, the first to land on the moon? Kirtland.
11.
That is correct. The University of Utah provides courses in what Native American language that was used to frustrate enemy code breakers? Streetsboro.
Navajo.
That is correct. We haven't had an earthquake lately was an observant comment by what donkey? An A.A. Milne character who's a friend of Winnie the Pooh. Firelands.
Eeyore.
That is correct. This 18th century artwork was designed to commemorate the first hot air balloon ascension made in 1783 by what French brothers? Answer? Joseph and Jacques Montgolfier. Although the papacy goes back many centuries, the flag of Vatican City dates from what year that saw the great stock market crash in New York? Kirtland.
1929.
That is correct. Choice. The word stannic in the names of compounds refers to what element? Lead, platinum, or tin? Firelands.
Tin?
Tin is correct. The vast salt flats of Bolivia are a major breeding ground for what large pink bird? Often
Flamingo.
Excuse me?
Flamingo.
That is correct. This motto was adopted by what fascist Italian dictator known as Kirtland?
Mussolini.
That is correct. Faction, a mixture of history and fiction, is the way Alex Haley described what 1977 book in which he traced his family history back to Africa? Answer is Roots. Choice, the mass of the proton. That's it. We go to the scores from there. What a game this morning. In third place today with 370 points, it's Streetsboro. In second place today with 430 points, it is Firelands. And the winner of today's academic challenge with 595 points, it's the team from Kirtland. Alrighty, next Saturday morning at 11:30, teams from New Philadelphia, Sandusky Perkins, and Pymatuning Valley are right here to take our challenge. Thanks for watching this one. I'm Rob Powers. Study hard. We'll see you right back here next week.